Hey, what's up? This is Tyler G of Batman Figs on Instagram, Batman FIGS on Instagram, and today we have a special look at the Soap Studios TV version Flash and Green Arrow. And I want to thank Soap Studios right off the bat for sending out these amazing figures. I was pretty excited when they said they wanted to send them to me to do reviews and pics of. But then opening them and seeing them in hand and seeing the detail and the craftsmanship that goes into these figures, I'm pretty blown away and I'm pretty excited to share them. I'm excited to do some pictures and I'm excited to do this review right now. So let's get into it. So right off the bat, again, this is the first couple figures of this line from Soap Studios where they have soft goods on them. Very like a Mezco figure, except for these kind of look a little bit more streamlined, a little less puffy. And yeah, these things so far, it's hard to see just the amount of details that have gone into the suit and everything, but it's pretty amazing. I love the little bumps. It looks just like the season 1 suit. They even give you the extra Barry head. The Grant Gustin head looks a lot like him, as you can see. They give you a mask to put on so you could just slouch it back so it looks very realistic, very much like the show. Not just the unmasked head sculpt, but this little mask piece just adds a little bit of flair that most collectors will love. It's a cool detail. So before we get too much further into articulation and other details of this figure, I'm going to go ahead, let him chill next to his buds from the different multiverses and show you the accessories he comes with. So speaking of head sculpts, he also comes with his mask version. Get a focused look on that. It's stunning. Looks a lot like him. Good paint apps. And yeah, just a really impressive good look. Good paint and everything. He also comes with 2 fist hands that he has on his figure right now. He comes with 2 running hands, the straight, where you could have him in some running poses. He has the relaxed version, a pair of those. And he comes with 1 hand that you can put down on the ground like he's in the starting position to race. So all in all, he comes with 7 hands, 3 pairs, and 1 racing hand, or racing position hand. Then I'm going to go ahead and take off his unmasked face. I just wanted to show you guys that right away. Well, also, I forgot to show you, besides the hands and the masked head, he comes with 1, 2, 3, 4 lightning effects. Each one unique, each one different. It's not the same mold or the same 2 molds or anything like that. It's completely different, each effect. And you can put them anywhere on his body just to create whatever look you want. It's pretty cool. So now I'll go ahead and take this off. The unmasked with the mask is a little hard to put on for the first try, so I just wanted to start with it on so you could see how it looks. And then here is the Flash with his mask on, with his first version of his suit, which a lot of people love, especially now after the new one got revealed, but we can't talk about that. Don't want to start anything. Alright, so there he is with the mask on. Now let's get into some articulation, because with this kind of soft goods, a lot of people want to know how much these bad boys can move without it feeling like it's going to hurt the costume or rip it. He can lift his arms pretty high, like that's me lifting him without feeling like I'm going to break him. So he has a lot of lift. I'm definitely not gonna rotate it 360 just because of the costume. He has a bicep swivel. Feels like he has double elbow. He can lift the arms pretty high. That's pretty good. especially with a costume. He can move his wrist anyway, up, down, all around, 360. He has a diaphragm joint, as well as a waist rotation. He can bend pretty far forward. He can bend pretty far back. Ooh, way far back. So that's impressive. He could. Now this is the part that he can't move a lot, and I don't want to test it. Is this crotch area? I know you didn't want to be looking at his crotch in a close-up, but it's part of the review. Is you can't really stretch out the legs too far without feeling like that's gonna rip. He could only move his legs about that far up forward, and it's a double knee articulation. That's about as far back as he could get it. So he has double knee. He can move the hips not very far out, but forward. He does have the ability to rotate, but I doubt anyone's going to want to do that. His boots rotate. His ankles pivot, rotate. They also have toe articulation. So he has good articulation. The one thing that is a little sketchy, but not, you just don't want to move it too much because you don't want to rip the costume, is spreading the legs out. But there's not too many instances of the Flash doing the splits anyway. So again, just look at this detail though. I love the gold stripe lightning. The belt is very cool. The details on the back has the lightning. The shoes. It's a very cool, very good, very cool looking figure. And it also looks a lot like the actor. So we're going to do some size comparisons now. So we're going to see what the Soap Studio looks like next to a bunch of different lines that people might want to pose him with. So here is his movie version. And he's a little bit taller than Ezra. Here's the DC Rebirth Flash. 7-pack Justice League. He's a lot shorter. Here is a Mafex Batman. A lot shorter. Here's a NECA Batman. About the same. Batman's a little taller. Then we got a fellow CW bud, Mattel version Atom. He's a little bit taller than the Atom. Here's a Figure Arts Dark Knight. He's a little taller than that. And then the guy that's going to be reviewed next, his buddy Oliver Queen, aka the Green Arrow. And yeah, these figures are very, very cool. So Oliver is going to be the one I do next. Green Arrow. Before I go, I also want to show the stand that Flash comes with. Comes with a black stand, says his name. Has the Season 1 costume emblem on it. Comes with a stand that you can just plug in. It has the ability to hold him at the waist, right there. I also like that this stand doesn't have the bendable back, just so you have more room to put these on the shelf. So it comes with a cool stand. You get 3 pairs of hands plus 1 racing hand, so 7 hands in total. 4 lightning effects, all different. They don't look the same. You get the unmasked Barry Allen head with his mask, his cowl to put the back hanging off the back of his neck. So I already have one picture up on Instagram, but I'm going to be doing a whole lot more of these because I really like them. Hopefully I'll be able to get a few more Soap figures. I really like what they're doing so far, and I also like that they don't look bulky, really bulky like Mezco tends to look. I mean, if you have seen that Mezco Wonder Woman, it almost looks like Hitch, where he has that allergic reaction, his face is just all blown up. I mean, that Wonder Woman's face looks pretty puffy, and that's just how Mezco figures tend to look in general. So it's nice to see a slender looking figure with soft goods. They actually look really well proportioned. If you want to see more pictures, the next few days I'm going to be working exclusively with these guys, because not only do they look great, but I want to just see how much these guys can do. And if you guys want to go check those out, you can check out my Instagram, Batman Figs, Batman Figs. Hope you like this review. Green Arrow is next.